चैप्टर 11 पार्ट डी। इदां ही ना रुपिंदर कोई बंदा ना मित्र बीमार हो गया ते ओदा हाल पुछन गया सारी मेरे हॉस्पिटल च। कहना भी किदां भी की चल रहा? कहना ठीक चल रहा यार। भी सवेरे कोई डिफरेंट नर्स आती है, शामी डिफरेंट आती है, दोपहरे मैं यूट्यूब ते गाने देखदा वां। ते इदां ही एक जोक मैंने सुनाया हुणे हुणे रुपिंदर ने भी इदां ही एक फौजी ना फाइटर प्लेन चलांदा तां फाइटर प्लेन किते डिग पैंदा वा ते उन्नू सजा हो जाती। तो दूजा बंदा कहता यार भी मेरी भी ये तो बड़ी माड़ी गल आ। वो कहता किदां? वो कहता भी मैनू हुण पता लगा है भी जो जहाज डुब पैंदा, खासकर जो टाइटैनिक डुबिया सी, जो जहाज डुबदा भी जो जहाज का कैप्टन नाल ही क्यों डुब जाता? वो कहता भी बाहर जाके नहीं तो सजा ही होनी है। क्वेश्चन नंबर 11, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट ए रिक्वायरमेंट फॉर एन ओपन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट? So open contract basically mean is open to all. For example, if I say that sell my White House, so I tell all the realtors, anybody who sells my White House, I'm gonna give him $15,000, right? And then, but if the buyer comes to me straight, I can sell myself straight too without paying any commission. So it is not written. Number one, it is not written. It is open to all, and anybody can sell. Anybody sell get the commission, otherwise the seller can sell himself too without paying any commission. So the number one, names of the purchaser and the vendor do you need? Yes. Description of the property you need? Yes. The date on which the sale will take place, that you don't know, that you don't need. Number four, the price to be paid? Yes, yes, price you need to, how much you want to sell. So name, description, price you require, date you don't. So it's number 3 is the answer. And then we go to question number 12. When completing a listing contract, a licensee should, number 1, rely means depend on all of the information provided by the vendor. Number 2, only rely on the vendor's information if the vendor say he has checked it. So that's also false. Number 1 is false, 2 is false. Third, independently check information with the appropriate authority where possible. That's true. So basically, don't just totally rely on the seller. Just do your independent verification. If the seller say the lot is 7,000 square foot, so you should measure it. You independently verify it. If the seller say there is no easement, you should go to City Hall, find out is there any easement. So number 4, use the vendor's information but advise all purchasers that it is unreliable. That's also false. So answer is third. Then we go to the question number 13. Where condition precedent is inserted in a contract of purchase and sale. So highlight condition precedent means so there are conditions need to be met before the contract takes place. A licensee might also include a time clause. So highlight word time clause. Which of the following definitely accurately describes such a clause? So time clause basically means, so the answer is third. The clause permits the vendor to require the removal of condition. So highlight the word removal of condition precedent within a specified time. So highlight specified time if a better offer is received. So normally people put 72-hour clause. So what happens is, for example, if I say I will buy the home provided I sell my home. So this is an open contract now. It may take a year before my house is sold. So it's better to save the seller's time. So you write a clause there. If I get a better offer, so then the buyer has to remove the subject within 72 hours or 48 hours, whatever time he put. If it does not remove that condition, so then the other offer can be accepted. So basically, if I say I'll buy your property provided I sell my home, so now if you get a better offer then you can initiate the clause. So then I have to remove the subject within 72 hours. Otherwise you will sell to somebody else. So its answer is third. Then we go to the question number 14. Where a purchaser under a standard contract of purchase and sale refuses to perform, so Hall refuse to perform, the vendor will not have the following remedy. The vendor will not have the following solution. So number 1, specific performance. So he can be sued for that. That's true. Damages for loss of bargain. he can be sued for that too, so that's also true. Damages relating to cost of preparing necessary document, mean lawyer's fee, that's also true. The forfeiture of deposit representing 50%, so 50% makes it wrong of the purchase price. So basically if you are buying a home for $400,000, so you lose $200,000, that's false. So its answer is 4. And then we go to question number 15. A vendor refuses to sign a subject removal form to strike out a condition precedent from a contract of purchase and sale, assuming the condition was made exclusively, so highlight made exclusively, for the benefit of the purchaser. Sometimes you put certain condition. For example, I put a condition that the seller has to build a basement. So now that condition is binding once both parties signed it. So answer is number 1, binding. Binding mean enforceable. And then we go to the question number 16. Velma has just accepted Patricia's written offer to purchase Velma's home, which contains the following clause. This offer is subject to purchase selling her home by December 31st. So highlight by December 31st. And find a true statement. So she's saying if by December 31st I sell my home, I'll buy the property. So so answer is 4. This requirement may be waived by Patricia on or before. So she can remove that condition on December 31st or before, not before completion, on or before December 31st. So it's number 4. And that's it for this part.